week on the Africa Innovation and Technology channel, we're featuring Congolese entrepreneur Ndiho Manku, who is behind Africa's first homegrown smartphone and tablet computer, as well as Ugandan IT guru Abdul Sekalala, who has made a fortune designing mobile phone apps. Hello everyone, I am Stella Monica Mpande. Bi-weekly, we strive to bring you stories that inspire, empower, engage, and motivate young African entrepreneurs using new technology into action. Across the continent, startups are emerging and there is an excitement for innovation and new technology. When a young Congolese entrepreneur introduced the first African-designed tablet and smartphone, some people in the local tech community were skeptical. But in an age of technological marvels, it may not come as a surprise that a young Congolese inventor is behind Africa's first homegrown smartphone and tablet computer, the first of its kind, invented by 28-year-old Ndiho Manku. Paul Ndiho, Africa Innovation and Technology reporter, has our report.
It's part of the technological revolution that is sweeping across the continent, where almost every free hand and nearly every face is pinched in concentration, focused on a handheld device like a tablet, computer, or a smartphone. In many parts of the world, Apple iPad is often the innovation of choice, but in Africa, it's the innovation of necessity. And in Brazzaville, Congo, it's the WC, Africa's very own tablet, computer designed to bring cheaper technology and internet connectivity to masses.
This is primarily a Congolese product. I had to buy it because it was made by a Congolese. Afterwards, I had some doubts. Would it work? But it proved to last. I was proved wrong, and I'm pleased I bought it.
The WC's designer and engineer Verona Manku says his goal was to create affordable computers and to bring internet access to millions of Africans. The device is designed in Congo but assembled in China.
The idea was to come up with a computer tablet that wasn't expensive, to allow as many people to have access to internet. Over the years, the computer has evolved and is no longer just accessible in the office. So our project also changed in 2007 and moved towards making a computer tablet. After years of research and technology, as well as financing from the project, then presented it, and it has been on the market since January 2012.
The WC was created by Manku's company VMK and went on sale for the first time this year in Congo at $300. VMK forecasts its domestic sales to reach over 100,000 tablets within 1 year before it launches the product to neighboring countries in West Africa. Manku says its technical features put it on the same level as other tablets on the market.
Basically, it is an ideal companion that you can use anywhere. You can surf the internet and be in touch with relatives via applications like Facebook, share information on applications as Twitter.
The WC is retailed in Congo by an Indian-based mobile phone company, Bat Airtel, and has sold over 2,000 units in Brazzaville alone, with more orders streaming in.
From the customer's experience, meaning those who have bought the product and those who have used it, they have seen its efficiency, speed, and capacity. And the customers have also quickly realized that the product is on par with those on the international market.
Africa is the fastest growing mobile market in the world and will be home to 738 million handsets by the end of this year, according to a survey by GSMA, which represents the interests of mobile operators worldwide. The survey says the rise of smartphones has also given millions of Africans internet access for the first time.
I personally think that the product is reliable because if the product was not reliable, we would not have put it on the market. If it was not reliable, a great partner like Airtel would not have wanted to attach its name on something that is not legit.
un truc, on va dire, foireux.
Technology experts are dubbing Verona Manku as the next Steve Jobs of Africa, and that he's among a growing class of technology developers. The popularity of his locally engineered product is even more enticing for the tech-savvy youth than internationally known brands, as Africa's increasingly relies on homegrown innovations.
Even iPad and other products were made with good quality, but they were not made in seconds. Those behind the Congolese computer tablets started it bit by bit. So yes, I still think that it's a solid product. Over time, there will be more expertise and progress, and the product will have better quality.
At only 26 years old, Verona Manku is wasting little time creating his next product. His company already is working on a Congolese smartphone that he expects to launch later this year. Electronic giants like Samsung are already aggressively courting African consumers with built for Africa smartphones that highlight energy-saving electrical features and are built to withstand high temperatures and the erratic power supply.
Perhaps I should add that Manku is already selling his products outside of Congo and has already moved into more than 10 other West African countries, as well as those outside of the continent, including Belgium, France, and India. And now, traveling to East Africa, we make a stop in Uganda, where there are some pretty interesting startups and amazing products that are competing on the international stage. Ugandan IT guru Abdul Sekalala has made a fortune designing mobile phone apps. His applications have rivaled some of the world's most popular platforms in downloads. He is among the most successful. Once again, Africa Innovation and Technology reporter Paul Ndiho has our story.
Abdul Sekalala is a successful businessman. He creates mobile phone applications that compete with some of the biggest names in the mobile software. So far, the young entrepreneur has developed 9 internationally recognized applications, including World Book, a dictionary app with a word of the day, function that includes definitions and synonyms. Sekalala earns just over $1 for each download from Nokia's Office Store, and his applications have been downloaded over 300,000 times so far.
I have about 4 themes and 5 applications, or the other way around, 5 applications, 4 themes. Okay. Now the themes are basically to customize the UI of your phone, the way your phone appears, the screens, the transitions, the colors. And the apps, we have Word Book, which is a dictionary, and there's Tutu Translate, which is basically a translator. And then there's World Sports, which is a sports application for soccer fans.
Mr. Sekalala caught his big break when the mobile phone company Nokia held a training session in Uganda last year to help software developers expand their skills in building applications. He quickly learned how to develop his own application, and Nokia was willing to adapt it for their online application store. Nokia plans an aggressive growth strategy focusing on outing their productions in the hands of millions of new customers. This gives developers like Sekalala a wider market at a time when the demand for applications to access the internet is at all-time high.
Uganda theme for now. I published that app late last year, like in December. And the first week of its launch, it became number 3 in the most downloaded themes in the world. That's when I felt like, well, this is my number 1 of everything I've developed. This is it. This is what's going to make my mark.
Nokia's Agatha Gikunda says developers like Sekalala have a unique opportunity to access the international market and make money.
What Nokia offers developers as far as monetizing is we let them make the decision on how they want to make money. So one of the ways that they can actually make money is they put it on the store for free, so consumers around the world can download it for free, but they make money through advertisements. So one of the apps that Abdu created, that's what he incorporated. So he put in-app advertising. So advertisers around the world pop up their ads within his application and he makes money from that. That money is entirely.
Africa has the world's fastest growing telecom markets, and analysts say the internet-based mobile solutions are helping boost development and growth on the continent. Gikunda says there is a great potential for mobile app businesses in Africa because companies are looking for new ideas to engage customers.
Africa is definitely the next frontier. Developers here have a huge opportunity that they've never ever had before to create businesses that require very little startup capital. They're already trained in development. So we then take the next step and train them on development for a mobile phone. And all you need is your computer and your idea. You publish your application for free. You select which countries around the world, and that is it.
And other African entrepreneurs see great opportunities in the mobile technology and look forward to continued growth in the future. He makes over $100 a day from his apps. He says he will not be looking for a job soon, but instead he will continue to develop new applications.
Still to come on the African Innovation and Technology channel is Nigeria's Bride Price app. But first, we'll take a short break. Before we go, however, we want to know what you think about the Africa Innovation and Technology channel and the stories we cover. So please, join the conversation on Twitter and Facebook. Also, check us out on our YouTube channel. Welcome back to Africa Innovation and Technology channel, a show where we strive to bring you stories that inspire, empower, engage, and motivate young African entrepreneurs into action. From the East, we travel to the West and land in Nigeria, where a Bride Price app has gone viral since it launched last year. It calculates the marital value of a woman by pricing attributes such as her height, weight, beauty, cooking skills, education, and dialect. However, this app has generated a lot of criticism on the internet and all social media sites. The creators of the app, however, do say it is meant to be humorous and are under attack for making fun of deeply rooted cultural practices. They have also been accused of objectifying women. Paul and Ndiho tell us more.
A new computer-based application is generating a buzz in Nigeria. It has generated over 4 million hits from 56 countries since its launch more than 3 months ago. The application has taken the Dawali cultural practice that has been passed on from generation to generation to a whole new level. The application helps brides to calculate their worth before they walk down the aisle. Many Nigerians still follow traditional customs when it comes to big ceremonies like weddings. But in this particular case, Laura Ognabedro, a bride-to-be, tried to use this new app to calculate her worth. But she was not comfortable with the outcome.
I tried doing it once and I felt this is not how it's calculated. I just feel the bride app is just a game.
The application was created here at Anacol, a digital agency located in Lagos suburbs. Users answer a series of questions ranging from skin color, height and weight to leg shape. The application also includes other criteria, such as education and country of residence.
Anyone to check a bride price for their friends, their enemies, or themselves. And there are a lot of categories to choose from. The application decides based on physical appearance, cooking skills, educational levels, and all of those.
The Bride Price app has, however, courted controversy since its inception. It has been criticized for use of racial terms such as half-caste and for its use of racial demarcations. Edith Effiong, Anacos, chief operating officer, says the bride price up is merely meant to be funny.
It's an inside joke by Africans for Africans. At the strategy session, we expected there would be negative comments from people outside of the country, and we had a reaction prepared for that. We also did have a petition to take down the app, and also a petition against the petition to take down the app. So we thought, okay, we'll just see where it goes. And we did consider, actively consider if this got a bit of traction, a lot of traction, then we would consider making changes or taking it off, but it did not really take off.
Back at Lola's wedding, the groom and his friends are practicing in another age-old tradition. They are laying a prostate before elders in a symbolic act of humility to ask for their blessings. Despite the controversy surrounding the bride price up, the groom believes that traditions such as the payment of dowry will continue.
The Yoruba context of it, they are just trying to tell you that, okay, my daughter, I can't just give you for free. You have to pay me something.
Still, other critics say the bride price up and traditional practices like dowry marginalize and objectify women.
I think I will advise young girls to say no, we don't want to be sold. And then if they actually love each other, they can arrange, and talk to the parents and see how this whole bride price thing should, we need to stop it.
But for the young couple who just got married, the elders have indeed spoken, leaving the debates behind.
Perhaps I should add, this confident ambivalence makes Nigerian humor hot and ingenious. The problem lies, however, when it comes to reinforcing a sexist tradition that women, not men, pay the heaviest price for. So perhaps we should take ourselves a little more seriously. Across the continent, farming attests to the growing global interest in agriculture. All over the world, people are trying to find means of increasing productivity or alternative food sources to ensure that there is enough to eat for the human population expected to double by 2050. A mobile phone app is helping Ghanaian farmers, designed by Ghanaians for farmers, to increase crop yields and connect with industry players through a seamless communications medium that is easily accessible and cost-effective. The app helps thousands of small-scale farmers in Ghana to receive daily text messages reporting localized weather information and prices of commodities. Africa Innovation and Technology reporter Charlotte Intirejo has our report.
Farmers in northwestern Ghana are cultivating their crops in a more cost-effective way thanks to a new mobile app called M-Farms. Farmers use the internet-based platform to access a wide range of information which connects them with a network of potential buyers and sellers.
We have actually grown from 20 farmers to 15,000 farmers to date. Yes, and we've also seen these 15,000 farmers giving us testimonials on how they've increased their livelihoods, first of all by getting access to better healthcare, getting access to education by taking their kids to school, getting access to reinvesting or investments to reinvest in their lands, getting access to actually viable markets so that they can think of their farms as businesses.
Bawa Yamsa grows vegetables and grains on his own small holding. He says M-Farms has helped him increase his family's income.
Improve the yields, and alternatively, our income level has risen, and we get food for our homes and the family. Then we get money, extra income from what we are going to dispose of. So we use that disposable food to pay our children's school fees.
M-Farms was introduced to Ghana by Imagad, a local software development organization supported by the Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa.
The vision for M-Farm is actually to be an eBay of Africa, an eBay that has cassava in it. So being the first African market platform That's the vision of M-Farm.
Farmers using M-Farms, the app, receive information about good agricultural practices, and they can view maps showing the location of warehouses in the area that have space available for storing crops ready for market.
We are looking forward to a day where we will not even have extension officers going to the field to take data. Rather, farmers themselves will be sending us those data. That is where we are looking at.
M-Farms brings farmers and buyers together, specifically those interested in purchasing their maize, sorghum, cassava, and other produce. Created by the Rockefeller Foundation and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation in 2006, AGRA helps farmers to acquire better quality seeds, which boosts their access to markets and finance, as well as lobby for policy change.
What AGRA is doing is to enable them through our farmer-based organization support center for Africa to put farmers together through the farmer organizations and support them, give them the power to negotiate for credit, to buy their inputs, and give them the power to negotiate for the sale of their produce.
The M-Farms platform is active in 17 African countries, including Kenya, Burkina Faso, Mozambique, Tanzania, Malawi, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Rwanda, and now Ghana. Charlotte Intrejo, reporting for Africa Innovation and Technology Channel.
On that note, do you think you have a better idea? Or have you created something that everyone is talking about? And would you like to be featured on this show? Please send us your video clips, tell us which country you are from, and how your innovation is impacting your community. Well, that is our show today. Be sure to watch the Africa Innovation and Technology channel online every 2 weeks. And remember, check us out on our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon. For now, so long from Washington, D.C.